Financial reporting, old syllabus paper, preparation schedule. Please see. I think I have already posted a schedule which you can follow to finish off your preparation in 10 days. If I have not shared that, I'll share that once again to you all. I'll share that once again to you all. You can adopt that. I will split your examinations into 3 categories. First phase, second phase, and third phase. First phase is your preparation phase. Second phase is mock exams phase. Third is examination phase. Mock exams phase and examination phase. Preparation, believe me, if you are preparing only for first group, I can strongly tell that in 25 days to 30 days, you can finish off all the 4 papers thoroughly, given that you spend at least 15 hours in a day to sit and only prepare. Now, preparation wise, have a schedule like how I'm gonna share you. That is daily so and so number of topics should be completed in so and so subjects. Have a daily schedule. Now, with respect to financial reporting, my idea is you should come out with good marks with the effort whichever is required. With effort whichever is required. Now, what is supposed to be done is first finish off all the small topics. Small topics. What do small topics mean? Your accounting standards, AS completely you can finish off in 1 or 2 days. Then go ahead with valuation. Then go ahead with amalgamation. Then go ahead with topics like value added statement, economic value added, NBFC accounting, like that. Whatever topics are there, first finish them off and only then come to consolidation. Unnecessarily don't get into consolidation and in fact there is real fun in solving the problems, and if you get stuck somewhere, you get stuck there forever. So that's something which you are supposed to pick up at the last end. Try finishing off all your topics in the first 7 or 6 days or 8 days, and then take up consolidation. Finish off in 2-3 days max. Finish off consolidation in 2-3 days. Post this, what I expect you to do is, in fact, during this first 10 days of preparation for FR paper, your objective should be, I'm sure you guys would have attended classes elsewhere earlier. Please take out your classroom material. Whoever be the faculty, definitely everyone would have covered all the topics. I'm sure that every faculty would not do that injustice to students. So take up all the questions what you have done. So you're supposed to cover your classroom material. Then you're supposed to pick up institute material, that is study material problems, and then your suggested answers for 5 to 6 attempts, and then RTPs, this attempt plus 5 attempts. Max is sufficient. This is the coverage which I am expecting you to do. Solve everything on a piece of paper. Don't read the question and read the answer. Don't do it on your brain. Examination is an art. You need to put your pen on paper. So you should practice it. Please solve all these. Ask me, if you ask me whether it is possible, absolutely possible. It's all here. It is possible. Sitting 15 hours, 14 hours in a day is what finally is required. 6 hours is the sleep which you need. Sleep, balance 4 hours, whatever work you have, please do. eating, going around with family or doing something else. That's the maximum time you are supposed to give them. And you need to dedicate 15 hours, 14 hours in a day specifically for your examinations. Now, after getting this done like this, please do it for all the four papers. For all the four papers, and mandatorily you are supposed to write 2 to 3 mock exams before the final exam. Why is it important? Very simple. If you recollect your olden days, 10th class exam, you would have written 10 to 12 pre-final exams. And +1, +2, if you observe, you would have written that also in the same way. 5 or 6 pre-finals would have been written. And when it comes to CA, there is nobody who is there to conduct your exams. Even if someone is ready to conduct, we are not writing exams. The reason for shortfall of percentages, your writing skills in the examination. We have lost that skill to write examinations frequently. You need to improve that skill a lot, for which I want you to write mock exams. Mock exams can be done in multiple ways. Number one, due to this lockdown condition, there are few online sites available also who are sending question paper to you over mail. You are supposed to answer them sitting in an exam environment. Scan and send them back your answer sheets. They will evaluate and also give you the guidance. You are supposed to take that. You are supposed to take that. Please do that. Please do that. If that is possible for you, please take up mock exams online. That is, download the paper, sit in a exam environment, solve it by your hand. Solve it by your hand. First possibility. Second, if this is not possible for you, if you think it's going to be expensive, I don't have that money to spend on mock exams now, please take up any old past exam question paper. Try solving it. Think that you're sitting in an exam environment, or give 5-4 suggest answers to your friend or parent or someone with you. Ask them to choose one. And start writing their exam. Please sit in a absolute examination environment. You should not get disturbed for the 3 hours 15 minutes. Just like how it happens in an examination, take 3 hours 15 minutes. Take 15 minutes to read the paper. Write down what all you think have to be done. Absolutely like an examination. Do the drill here. Do the drill in your home. Okay. And then write the paper. Result, don't bother. Result of how you have written the exam, don't bother. What is actually important here is practicing it. Practicing it is the key. And one more important aspect I wanted to mention. While you prepare these 10 days, maybe you are preparing with your friends, or maybe you are sitting alone, or maybe there is someone who is helping you over phone so that you guys can contact each other, have a personal bonding with respect to how preparation is going for each other. All that is good, but never get carried away by your friend telling that I have finished off something, or never get carried away by your friend telling that he has not yet completed something. Please believe, this is your exam, your life, you should fight. Now, I always believed in this. Let me tell you what it is. X might have a capacity to read and recollect things by doing a single reading. That means for him, a single reading is sufficient to absorb the content. Y might take 2 readings. Z might take 3 readings. Does that mean they all are different? Of course, yes, they are different. Mental capabilities of each individual are different, no doubt about it. And at the same time, you need to respond to it accordingly. You need to observe for yourself, understand yourself, at what position you stand. There is no wrong in it. You need to accept the fact that you have what brain is given to you by God. and accordingly give so many number of repetition of revisions. Maybe for someone, single reading is sufficient. If he reads, he will remember, and if he writes the exam, he passes. For someone, it is twice. For someone, it is thrice. For someone, it is 4 times. For someone, it is 10 times. We do not know. You should observe for yourself your capacity and accordingly take that number of readings and preparation. Okay, and your revision should be dependent on your own capacities, but not your friend. Why am I telling this? Your friend might tell that he has finished financial instruments. You might have finished once, but you feel still you still feel some insecure feeling about financial instruments. Do it again. Do it again. Just because your friend stated that it is done for him, don't think that you should also jump to something else. Don't do that. Do it for yourself till the time you get into that confidence zone that anything you ask in the examination, I will be answered with respect to the topic. You should not stop there. You should not stop there. That's the level of perfection which is required for examination. Please ensure till the time you get that perfection over the particular topic, do not miss out doing that multiple revisions. That is a key which I wanted to convey here. Now, examination point of view. On the day of exam, be at the exam center by 1:30. By 1:45, as you take the paper, please carry pencil, eraser along with your pen, whatever you carry. Okay. 1:45, when you receive the question paper, don't wait for the invigilator to tell you what has to be done and all. 1:45, when you receive the paper, say this is the paper, question paper booklet which is given to you. Mention your number, and go backside. Go backside. That is, start from the last question. Start from the last question. Why am I telling this? Never start ICAI papers with the first question. That's what something I felt very relevant. Maybe there are few who might not agree with it, but still, my personal experience over this 10 years, 15 years of journey in CA, I have never attempted first question first. Reason? I feel there is some bouncer in it. Instead, go back, start with theory questions, something with least marks. Something with least marks. So start with question 7. Start with question 7, which has got 4 questions to be written out of 5, something like that. Finish off all smallest questions first. That is, marks which are weighted low. First, finish them off. Your objective in this should be, to finish off by 2:30. You should be done with at least 25 marks. By 2:30, you should be done with at least 25 marks. How is it possible? Absolutely possible. 4-mark questions would be like your value added statement or economic value added, or he would give you a small standard question from theory, or he would give you some other question where he expects you to calculate IRR in leases. Like that, there would be small questions. When you attempt all these, the time what you take in answering this is very low. So try targeting that. In the first 15 minutes, you are supposed to identify those questions which you can finish off in 1 hour. Believe me, in the first 1 hour, if you can finish off 45 to 50 marks, 50 marks in the first 1 hour, the balance 2 hours, remaining 50 marks is very easy. Okay. So 40 to 50 marks should be your target in the first 1 hour. To achieve this, the only option what you have is start with smallest questions first. And then go ahead to a little bigger. Start with 4 marks and then start with 5 marks, then go to 6 marks. In that sequence, keep answering. And nowhere in the institute it says every question should be written only in the sequence of questions given. Nowhere it is mentioned. So you can start any question and do it completely and then move to next question. Now, Once you're done with 40-50 marks, in the second hour, go ahead with valuation or amalgamation, but don't do consolidation. Consolidation should be your last question to be solved, always. Reason, we do not know how the question would be. We do not know what sort of adjustments he might give you. To avoid those conflicts, though you have extremely well prepared, you have prepared really very well, don't go with consolidation first. First finish off your valuation, amalgamation, all other topics given in the question paper. At the end, pick up consolidation. Last 20 minutes is for your consolidation. 20 minutes is for consolidation. Whatever you are able to do in that last 20 minutes, that is only for consolidation. Okay. And one important oath what you are supposed to take is, in the 3 hours of time, you should not step out of your table. You're not supposed to get out of your seat. 3 hours, don't move out of your seat. Even if your friends in the examination center keep moving out at the second hour or by mid of the examination, please do not step out of your seat. Keep writing whatever you know in the which is relevant to the question. Okay, so 3 hours non-stop you're supposed to write, and at the end of 3 hours you should ensure that you have written for entire 100 marks. Attempting for 100 marks relevantly is the key. Attempting 100 marks relevantly is the key. If you miss out attempting for 100 marks, it indicates that you are not giving an opportunity for the valuer to award you marks. Don't miss out that opportunity at all. In the entire question paper, definitely you will have something which is known to you. For all, if you have prepared 90 to 95%, definitely you'll be able to attempt 100 marks of the paper. Only requirement is you need to sit and attempt for the entire 100 marks. Maybe it's a small point what you know in a big 8-mark question. Still attempt it. Write that point. Maybe that point might weigh 1 mark or 2 marks. Okay. So do not miss out on any opportunity, and write all the questions for 100 marks. And second important thing, don't travel that extra mile and start writing choice questions. Choice questions is waste of time for you. Instead, concentrate on your questions what you have also already written, and try improving them in your presentation. Okay, so these are few things which I wanted to convey. I hope these sessions were useful for you.